Now, commercial real estate was supposed to be the big negative for regional banks reporting earnings this week, but investors may be overlooking an even bigger problem, rising delinquencies on business loans. Bloomberg's Zara Burton is here now with more on which regional banks could be most affected. Zara?
So the regional banks that we're talking about, Matt, are Comerica and City National. Goldman Sachs talking about these two banks in a note. This was out on Friday. Now, these are the business loans that investors or small businesses use, whether it be to finance inventory and the like. And they're saying that these two companies are heavily exposed to this area. And what they're noticing from some of the big banks that reported last week is that the area of trouble in terms of the pace of the increase is actually commercial lending. In other words, these kinds of business loans, that people are defaulting on these business loans as the recession takes its toll. What they're looking at is Bank of America earnings. Remember last week this company came out with earnings, and they were talking about commercial real estate loans. That actually rose about 17%. But if you look at the pace of the increase in commercial lending, delinquencies there, if we could put up that chart, those actually rose about 33%. That's even greater than we saw for residential real estate, residential mortgages. So because commercial lending is such a big portion of Bank of America's overall loan picture, the fact that they are increasing these delinquencies in commercial lending, that could have a negative effect going forward. Commercial real estate, of course, still a big problem, but this analyst just saying that maybe this quarter you're not going to see the full effect of commercial real estate.
So how does an investor, I should say, play this?
All right, so Goldman Sachs was saying that Regions Financial and Fifth Third Bank, they are buys because they think that based on where they're trading right now, that they're trading below stressed book value measures. However, they say sell Comerica, sell City National. Again, this is because of what's going on with the commercial lending area, and they just have too much exposure. And even Sheila, remember earlier on in the show, she was talking about the fact that non-performing assets for some of these banks, they're actually coming down. So clearly not showing up as bad as expected from what some of the investors that had expected.
Not as toxic as we once thought.
Not as toxic, no.
All right, Zara, thanks very much.